The Ghana Union of Traders Association, GUTA, has kicked against implementation of the ECOWAS Common External Tariffs. The ECOWAS Common External Tariffs took effect Monday, February 1, 2016, here in Ghana. And I do have Kweku Timing, our business reporter, who is at a media encounter with GUTA to tell us more on reasons why they're kicking against it. Hello, Kweku. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Wendy. Thank you very much for having me this afternoon.
All right, quick. Now, why is GUTA kicking against the implementation of the ECOWAS Common External Tariffs?
Well, this morning, a lot has gone here at the press conference. What they are saying is that the taxes are just too much and it's just simply unbearable. They've computed some taxes that they think all sum up to what they describe as being burdened. They talk about the import duty, the import duty, NHIL, ECOWAS levy. They talk about taxes they pay through ADFG. They talk about the Ghana Shippers Authority also slapping some charges on them, and then the income tax on imports. So all these burden them. They've not forgotten issues surrounding the Ghana Ports and Harbours Authority, their charges, the Food and Drugs Board, and the like. The final one that broke the camel's back as of yesterday is the ECOWAS Common External Tariffs. Now, how they want to go into all the details, I have the president of association here, the Ghana Union of Traders Association, joining me right here to tell us exactly their concerns and the line of action that they are going to take. They've given government an ultimatum of just a period of 2 weeks. George, many thanks for joining us on MiddayLive. Let me find out from you. A lot of educations are mistreated. Common external tariffs is something we're not going by according to the traders. What are your concerns?
Thank you very much, and good afternoon to our listeners down there. Let me say that we had a press conference this morning as a result of the excessive taxes that we are paying, both at the ports and even the local taxes that we are also paying. As you already mentioned, we spoke about the Port and Harbours Authority charges, Ghana Food and Drugs Authority charges, Ghana Standard Authority charges, and all these charges. Okay, so we feel that we have been overburdened because if you do calculations of the import duties at the port, one has to pay about $5,000 if you import about $10,000 into the country. As well, you will have to pay about $50,000 if you import about goods worth about $100,000 into the country. And just like Kwaku said, whilst we were thinking about all these things, now the last order is looking the camel's back. It's all about the ECOWAS Common External Tariffs, which some of the tariffs are ranging between 5 to 20%, 10 to 20%, 20 to 35% in that direction. And so we believe that even if the ECOWAS the ECOWAS Common External Tariffs were even coming to replace the already existing tariffs, we wouldn't have bothered. But lo and behold, the already existing ones are there, and these ones are also going to be added to it. So eventually, if you are paying about 50% in terms of duty payables at the ports, you are going to have a maximum of about 15% in addition to what you already have as the existing ones.
Well, Wendy, I'll quickly also want to find out immediately in their next line of action because they are in red armbands and we want to know what happens next immediately.
Well, thank you very much. I think members have been directed to flash red bands in their shops within 2 weeks whilst we wait for the response from government, after which we will come back and sit and then strategize as to the next plan of action because
what is your next line of action? What are you going to do? Are you going to strike?
Well, when we get there, we will cross. When we get to the bridge, we will cross.
Wendy, thank you very much. So when they get to the bridge, they will cross. And
thank you very much indeed, Kweku Timing, also for that update from GUTA. You're still watching Business on MiddayLive, and trading on the Ghana Stock Exchange for the month of January ended with its key benchmark index inching down 4.18 basis points to close the month year-to-date profit of 0.46%. Total worth of listed companies stood at 56.9 billion Ghana cedis.
The month of January saw the transaction of 21,647,312 shares, which was valued at 29,493,885 Ghana cedis. SIC Insurance Company ended the month as the best performing stock, appreciating 35.71% in value.
End of 2014, they made a very big loss on their books. So that has been something that has been pushing down the value and the prices of SIC for a long time now. If the right structures are put in place and management are able to put in what they need to do, SIC, being the biggest insurance firm in Ghana, may return to profit. So I think that investors seeing these signs are beginning to pick up shares, so that once these issues are sorted out and the company puts in the right structures and right management starts working for the company and it returns to profit, that they can cash in on the investments, the risks they are taking in investing in SIC at this time.
Other best performing stock include Benso Oil Palm Plantation appreciating 22%, HFC Bank 16.67%, HODS 12.50% and UT Bank 10%.
Look at other stories on business, and bushfire has destroyed over 500 acres of shea butter plantation at Nkanchina in the Pandai district of the northern region. Shea butter producers lament the situation is killing their business.
Nkanchina, just like other farming communities in the northern region, is noted for the cultivation of maize, yam and shea nuts on large scale for sale. Most of the foodstuffs in southern Ghana are from Nkanchina and its environs. However, the severe harmattan condition coupled with bushfires has dwindled agricultural yields in the area. Over 500 acres of shea nuts plantation has been destroyed by bushfires. The farmers alleged that hunters' activities set fires into fallow bushes so as to catch bush animals. Shea butter producers lament the situation is affecting their business.
When the shea trees do not increase in yield, we usually engage in charcoal burning. We then sell them in order to survive.
Residents anticipate poverty will increase since their only source of income is destroyed.
Harmattan, it affects all the crops at Nkanchina number 2 here. And at the same time, it affects the shea nut trees. So during harmattan days, the relatives are not suffering. They don't have any business doing. So we have food in our farms and we normally use that food. Assuming far that food finished, then we just stay hungry like that.
Meanwhile, residents claim they depend on this stagnant water for their household chores. They share the water with cattle and sheep. The water body is on the verge of drying up. The community is pleading with government and benevolent organizations to support them with a borehole to solve their perennial water shortage.
To other stories, and chairman of the Mobile Phone and Accessories Dealers Association, Alfred Kolimati, says there is a need for measures to reap the full potential of the mobile phone manufacturing industry in Ghana. Mobile phone manufacturing and assembling employs about 300 people in the country.
In China, more than 600 million mobile phones are made annually, which accounts for over 50% of the global production figure. But in Ghana, the industry is still at the rudimentary stage despite years of liberalization. The chairman of the association indicated manufacturing and assembling of mobile phones is just one level of the value chain of the industry. According to Alfred Kolimati, the mobile phone industry is the fastest moving sector, evident in the constant launching of new products. He is of the view Africa, and for that matter Ghana, will be the most lucrative market in the near future. This, he said, calls for pulling together resources to harness the country's potential in mobile phone manufacturing.
It's very unfortunate that in Ghana, when you are a trader, you are not much respected. Anytime politicians are talking, they refer to us as traders, country of shop owners. It's the same shop owners who migrate from being shop owners to manufacturers. Assembling phones in Ghana is not a big deal. In fact, Techno has been in the forefront. We have to come together and form a group that can finance this project, and I believe it's possible.
With reduction in the prices of smartphones, Kolemate indicated sales volumes will definitely increase and the country has to take advantage of the potential.